Eugenics actions in the history of education. The impact of censorship practices applied in the Pedagogical Academy of Heraklion, Crete, Greece, during the April dictatorship, 1967 to 1974. This chapter examines censorship forms, overt, latent and productive, implemented in the pedagogical training received by the students, teacher candidates, of the Pedagogical Academy of Heraklion, PAH, Crete, Greece, during the period of the April dictatorship, 1967 to 1974. These specific forms of imposed censorship are examined to the dynamics they can develop in terms of strengthening eugenic actions or eugenic type of actions within the context of an authoritarian regime. In the introduction of the chapter, a brief reference is made to the historical context of the period we are examining. The ideological principles of the dictatorship of that period are briefly mentioned, as well as the main changes that took place in the field of education and specifically teacher training. The literature overview of the chapter refers to the concept of eugenics and its basic characteristics, as well as to the themes that the history of education has examined around this concept. This is followed by an explanation of the concept of censorship and the individual forms, overt, covert and productive, that it can acquire. The review concludes with a reference to the main censorship actions of the dictatorial regime under consideration in the period under research. The research was based on the archival material of the Academy, specifically the documents relating to its lending library. The historical interpretive methodology of history from below was followed. The results of the research reveal many acts of censorship, overt or latent, concerning the formation of the institution's lending library towards a eugenic type pedagogy. The findings are consistent with the general idea of the intense censorship activity of the dictators in the period 1967 to 1972, but highlight similar results for the period 1970 to 1974, for which relevant research had shown that the phenomenon of censorship was clearly less visible. During the Greek military dictatorship from 1967 to 1974, known as the junta or the April dictatorship, the ruling colonels established a totalitarian regime based on extreme nationalism and anti-communism. They portrayed communism as a vague internal enemy and used it to justify their control over the country. Although they claimed to reject the old political system, they ironically relied on its ideas to legitimize their rule. This period is divided into two phases. The first phase, 1967 to 1971, saw strict control over society and individual freedoms, enforced through a new constitution in 1968. In education, the regime imposed conservative values, limited democratic content, enforced strict language policies, and removed student and teacher participation. In the second phase, 1972 to 1974, the regime attempted to appear more liberal and modern. A new education commission proposed several reforms, especially in early childhood and technical education. Pedagogical academies, responsible for training teachers, were also restructured to fit the regime's ideology, with tighter controls, new curricula, and reduced study time. Overall, education became a key tool for spreading the junta's values and maintaining control, even as the regime tried to present a more progressive image in its later years. This study explores how the Greek dictatorship, 1967 to 1974, used censorship in subtle ways to control education, focusing on the lending library of the Pedagogical Academy of Heraklion, PAH. While earlier efforts were more openly repressive, later strategies quietly influenced future teachers by removing certain books and promoting others aligned with regime values. This formed a kind of mental discipline, shaping what students could think and learn. Although the findings apply only to this specific institution, They offer valuable insight into how authoritarian regimes can influence minds through education and knowledge control, rather than just using force. This research opens the door for deeper exploration of censorship in teacher education during the Greek dictatorship, 1967 to 1974. Future studies could compare findings from other institutions to uncover hidden forms of censorship. By examining book loan records, student projects, and course materials from the period, researchers could better understand how censorship shaped what students actually learned and thought. It would also be valuable to explore how both the minds and bodies of students were influenced by such practices, and to connect this to broader studies of eugenics and censorship in education around the world. This important article is authored by the following scientists: Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel BP International to watch more videos in the fields of science, technology and medicine.